Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Jambar in 10. I'm Josh Robinson.
And I'm Caitlin Massaros. The renovation effects to construct a new student center at Youngstown State University is officially underway as of November 12th, with the launch of the Kilcawley Center of the Future campaign. Scott Sheelick, a former YSU alumnus, kicked off the fundraising efforts with a $100,000 donation. His contributions will go towards the naming of Student Government Association Suite with the completion of the new student center. In total, $6 million in donations have already been committed to the overall renovation cost. In order to start the estimated $43 million project, more donations are required. But Johnson says he's already seen an increase in donations from YSU alumni.
They understand that Youngstown State University is critical to the economic, social, and social survivability of Northeast Ohio.
The phased renovation project for the new student center is expected to begin in May 2025.
Students who have trouble finding parking in the M70 lot will have their problems solved by the semester's end. Matt Sautler has more on the story.
For many students, the M60 lot, M63 lot, and M70 lot are the most popular parking options on the west side of campus. However, these spaces tend to fill up fast in the morning. Parking Services Director Danny O'Connell said the addition of a 221 spot lot will help solve the problem.
Obviously, we, on a normal class day, we don't anticipate filling the lot up at this time. The good news is enrollment's been up, so we always want to be prepared for that. But when we have major events, graduation, football, whatever, this will be a great enhancement to the campus core.
Plans to construct the M66 lot came after the demolition of the M60 parking deck, where the current M60 lot now stands. O'Connell said it was more sensible to build multiple lots rather than rebuilding the parking deck.
And one of the other questions I get quite a bit is they said, well, are you looking at ever putting a parking garage in again? And my answer is no, for a couple reasons. One, we don't need it. But two, a parking garage is very expensive. You figure for a parking garage today, approximately $35,000 for one parking spot. And so, you put it into perspective, it would cost us more to build a parking garage, depending on the spaces, than it did to build Williamson.
The M66 lot will be right across from M70 and next to the Taco Bell. It should be completed by the end of the semester. Reporting for the Jambar, I'm Matt Sautler.
New rules surrounding educator certifications took effect October 24, 2024. The Ohio State Senate passed Bill 168 that looks to provide school districts with more people to fill teacher positions. Charles Howell, Dean of Beagley College of Liberal Arts, Social Science, and Education, said there are two changes he thinks he will make a great impact.
There was a provision that allows students who are in a teacher licensure program to be paid while they're for work in the school while they're doing their preparation program, and I think that's the one that's going to make the biggest difference to our students.
The bill removes several strict guidelines that dedicate the experience and certifications needed for educators. Now let's take it to Desire for the stuff.
Thanks, Caitlin. Head coach Brian Schrum of the Youngstown State University women's soccer team program has announced his retirement on November 8th. Schrum spent 7 seasons at the helm of the program and led YSU to a new single-season win record and first Horizon League championship game in 2022. During his tenure, 7 players earned Horizon League postseason honors. The Youngstown State Athletics Department is currently conducting a national search. The Youngstown State University men's and women's cross-country teams competed in the NCAA Great Lakes Regional Championships on November 15th. The men's squad led the way with a 9th place finish totaling 224 points. The placement tied the highest finish for the Penguins in program history. In the men's 10K, fifth-year senior Hunter Christopher placed 11th in the event with a time of 29:29. On the women's side, they placed 20th with an overall of 583, while 2 Penguins finished in the top 100. With the conclusion of the championship, Youngstown State marked the end of its 2024 cross-country season. To kick it over to basketball, a red-hot start for the season for the Youngstown State University women's basketball team as they improved to an undefeated 4-0 record. I have more on the team's impressive stint.
After Tuesday morning's home win over Mercyhurst University, the Lady Gwynns closed out their 4-game home stretch with all victories. The Penguins opened the season against Lake Erie College, defeating the Storm 95-39. Gwynns followed the Week 1 win with a win over St. Bonaventure University, where the Penguins defeated the Bonnies 60-52. In Week 3, YSU took on PSAC member Clarion University and were able to hold the edge against the Golden Eagles in a 69-52 victory. The Lady Gwynns' most recent win came from the annual Kids Day game at 11 a.m. inside the Beagley Center, where YSU faced Mercyhurst University. The Lakers fell to the Penguins by 8 in a 64-56 win for YSU. Fifth-year guard Malia Magestro was a key factor in the Tuesday morning win, posting 18 of her career-high 25 points in the second half. Head coach Melissa Jackson had high praise for her veteran player.
Absolutely. I thought she was fantastic today. Obviously career high, which is great. She was so locked in defensively. And then, yes, she continued to shoot the ball, to hit timely shots. It comes from experience. It comes, playing in big games in a tough environment. Really, really happy for her. But she's been pushed in practice this week, and she has 100% responded.
As Magestro has the most YSU women's basketball experience on the squad, she's joined by a newcomer with the same level of trust when the ball is in her hands. Coach Jackson expressed how many players can have a breakout game, but shined light on senior guard and transfer athlete Jewel Watkins.
On any given night, anybody can go off. But I've been actually really happy with our balance. Obviously Malia and Jewel are definitely two really good players, and we're going to get the ball to them a lot.
The women's basketball team will travel to Lewisburg, Pennsylvania for a matchup with the Bucknell University Bison November 23rd at 11 a.m. View live stats on the game and stay updated on the women's basketball team's season. Make your way over to YSUsports.com. For the Jambar, I'm Tazaya Howard, and I'll meet you back in the studio.
Through 3 contests in the 2024-25 campaign, the YSU men's basketball team has competed against 2 Power 5 opponents. Sports editor Dylan Lux is here to break down the early season action.
Youngstown State started their season in Chicago, Illinois on November 9th for a matchup with the Cougars of Chicago State. Through a closely contested first half, the Gwynns led 32-29 over CSU. In the second half, YSU managed to pull away, outscoring Chicago State 48-31, leading to an 80-60 win for the Penguins. Fifth-year senior Nico Gillette led the game in 3 categories with 34 minutes played, 9 rebounds, and 20 points on 8 of 13 shooting. November 11th saw an Ohio battle between the Ohio State University Buckeyes and YSU. Though the Gwynns kept the game within 15 points at the half, the number 21 team in the nation pulled away for an 81-47 victory in Columbus, and in Youngstown State its first loss. 5 days later, YSU had a date with Syracuse University in the JMA Wireless Dome. The two teams competed in a thrilling matchup that regulation and even one overtime couldn't resolve. In the end, Syracuse bested the Gwynns with a 104-95 final score in double overtime. Despite the loss, head coach Ethan Faulkner said he was proud of the team's execution.
For the most part, we executed our game plan really well, which gave us a chance to win. I was proud of our staff for the game plan that we put together.
Youngstown State returned to action in the Axum Classic on Thursday, November 24th in Nacogdoches, Texas. Stats from the tournament are available on YSUsports.com. And for Jambar TV, I'm Dylan Lux.
That's all we have for your sports update this week. But join us after the holiday break for more. Josh, Caitlin, back to you guys.
Thanks, Tazaya. That's all we have for this week. I'm Josh Robison.
And I'm Caitlin Masaros.
And you've been watching the Jambar in 10. We'll see you next time.